everyone, Tony Winston here, Jazz Piano College. I'm going to cover the song Alone Together. And the reason I'm doing this is I just listened to Jeremy Siskind. It's a video he put out today, which is May 10th, 2025. I'll link to it. And he mostly does another song, but he opens up playing some big, wide open voicings for the song Alone Together. And I thought he sounded really great, as he always does. And so I tried to figure out some of those chords. And now this chart comes out of the real book, so you have to understand the little dash means minor. And if we're in a minor key, many times the 1 chord, or the D minor, since we're in D minor, will be a minor 6 chord. You could play a minor 7th as well. Jeremy played a minor 6, so we'll do the same. So I'm just going to play the chords very simply first. So here, E minor 7, flat 5, and A7. We don't have to worry about that flat 9. Just play it like this. And for the dominant chords, in other words, if it's not a minor 7th or a major 7th, if it's just like A7 or E flat 7, we play the root, the 3rd, and the 7th. We leave out the 5. That way we can add things like, a flat 5 or a sharp 5 and not cause any trouble. It said G minor, so maybe I should play a 6th and then the minor 7th. B minor, E7, G minor, C7, F major 7. Then we take our major 7th chord, put the flat 7 in, and now we have F7. That's a dominant 7th chord. E minor 7, and back to A, and D major. So it's an unexpected chord because the song really is in D minor, but you could say it's in D major too, because when you get to that final chord, it's a major. But basically, the song is in D minor. Okay, a better way maybe to do the chords. D minor 6, E minor 7. Let's just change the top note to that, and then that's an A7. And this note is the flat 9, so now we've got the flat 9 in there, and all we had to do was play and change that to that. And then we're back to D minor. Do the same thing. Back to D minor. Here's the same thing up in another key, A minor 7 to D7. And, these are little 2-5-1s. 2-5-1, A, D, G, or E, A, D. So we could treat them the same way. G minor 6. We're getting a little high. We could play it down here. Well, we might be getting high. I don't know. We're getting high off of jazz. Okay, so we got B minor and E7. Right. G minor, and we could go C7 like that, or we could even do something like that. And then F7, F major 7th. And once again, we'll just slide down to that to get our A7 chord. Let's see how this sounds now. Okay, I might have done a few different things in there. So B, E, you expect it to go to A, and we'll be using an A major scale to improvise on that measure. But it doesn't go to A. So we can do like this, or we could just bring it down here to E7, G minor 7 to C. This is a 2-5 also, and it goes to the 1, 2, 5, 1. So we can use F major scale here. All right, we won't play that line, but I mean, it's okay, but we'll probably try to do something like end up on a cooler sounding chord. So the inversions again, E minor to A7, or that, A minor to D7, or that, it's okay. And then B minor to E, could do it like that up here. Bridge, that's our D7 there, and G minor. I made it G minor 7th this time. Flat the 5, lower that note for C7, F major 7th, F dominant 7th. Okay, now to improvise on this song. We could follow the key signature for some of it. It's got a B flat there, so. Now here we've got A minor, D7th to G. So we can use like the G minor scales. It would have 2 flats in it, or just find something that sounds good. That's the thing about improvisation. You can know all the scales and all the chords and even know some riffs that you've learned, but what you've really got to do is be able to play a simple melody and kind of be able to anticipate what it's going to sound like before you even play it. And that just comes from experience of taking the chords and moving your fingers up and down the scale and listening to what all the notes sound like. And then if you can figure out some melodies of a popular song by ear, that helps you train your ear to be able to improvise your own melodies. It's something that's very difficult to teach. And, you know, there are methods of, say, take the original melody and just fool around with it and try to fill in gaps in the melody with some scales. So from A, I kind of worked my way back down to D. Sorry. You know, instead of just, And so that's a good way to get started improvising, is to use the original melodies and use the original melodies and just kind of play around with them. And even if you don't know any of the right scales to play, if you just find the notes that seem to fit the chords, you'll have the right scale. You know, if you played say a D major 7th and you start playing, I mean, you could just hear those notes don't sound right. But no, this one's good. Okay, so we got these 3. Kinda, sorta, maybe not. Kinda, sorta. Yes. No. So, I mean, all those notes can be used if you know what to do with them, but find the notes that seem like they make a good scale for that chord. minor, D minor 7 flat 5, D minor 6, should it be a C sharp or a C? They both would sound good. There's lots of scales in melodies. You'll find in the bridge here. It's not exactly a scale, but if you just take those notes and make a scale out of it. The same thing here. No, there was an A in there, sorry. Right, and really, if you take these great jazz standards and learn all the melodies to them, you'll get good ear training and just kind of a musical knowledge of what you can do on each chord. Get a copy of the real book and mark all the songs that other people seem to play a lot. Green Dolphin Street, Bye Bye Blackbird, Blue Bossa, Autumn Leaves, Alone Together, Summertime. There's so many. And just learn those songs, learn the melodies and the chords, and you'll have, a pretty good idea of how to improvise on those songs as well. Even the bebop songs like Donna Lee, you can learn an incredible amount just by learning the melodies of those songs. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for all your support over there on Patreon, Venmo, and PayPal. I really appreciate it. And I have a little series going on another song where I'm covering all the basics up to more complicated stuff on It Could Happen to You. So I got a playlist for it, so check that out. There's some free tracks that you can play along with. And anyway, until next time, I'll see you later.